Hi, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and Kelly Village. As the title suggests, a bit dramatic, but I thought this video was needed. But before I get into like what's happened, let me tell you a bit about the story. About 7 years ago, embarked on a project with a few members of the village. It was mostly youngsters, and it was to try and make a record out of Kelly. And KVTV's involvement really would be to make the video, because like a lot of the kids in Trinidad some of them find it difficult to make a record, but even if they do, find it very difficult to make a video to go with that record. So that was the idea. That was the project. So filmed, must have been over a course of 2 years this project went, which as you can see in the last video, Project 6, we was asking, the question was, why was it taking so long? But the members of the group consisted of, like, as I say, various people. You're seeing pictures of them now. But one of them, I think he calls himself Mikey Don. Don't know where to get the Don from, but we Donald Duck, as far as I'm concerned. But one time must have been a year ago, I was getting just like this morning, getting my smoked herring and cabbage from Aileen. And he was there, and he asking me, where your money? I say, what money? He say, for the video project. And I was confused. I said, what? He said, yeah, you're looking for your money away and all this kind of thing. And like, when I realised what he was talking about, a lot of the talk just went in one ear and straight out the other, because as far as I'm concerned, nothing came of that. As you can see in the last final episode, I think the producer at the end, it was Ace Productions, or no, VCE Productions. The producer at the end said, really, it will be a couple of days and we will get the track. But nothing ever came of it. And honestly, if you could ask anyone in that project, no one was expecting anything financially. Nothing like that was discussed. The only time that was ever mentioned to me was when this Mikey Dunn fool see me at Aliens about a year ago. And since that initial threat at Aliens, or since that initial statement from him saying that I owe him money, right? He was see me in the street, say, hey, English, where me money, boy? Where me money, boy? Like sometimes running like in front of the car, hey, money, boy. I nearly run him over a couple of times, not intentionally, but he's running in front of the car. So, and there was a couple of times it got pretty heated. And like, boy, at one stage, like I actually was speaking to one of my friends, and they were saying, boy, if anything, just have like a screwdriver in your car. But I'm not that kind of person, you know? And then we had one argument. It got so heated where I like kind of, I thought we was going to fight. So I got so angry, like, because he approached me like skip bounce, like talking to me like we friend. I say, move from me, boy. Don't check me, boy. So like, then the argument started. So as I say, like, we start cussing each other out. But I'm kind of like walking towards him, and I'm cussing him, and he's cussing me back and thing. But as I'm walking towards him, he walking backwards, but keeping the same distance. And it happened by, where is it? Opposite the chemist, where they sell the feed and thing. And we ended up by his brother's shop. And his brother come out and say, what going on? Because he hear us cussing and thing. So I said, this freaking fucking dog say I owe him money, right? And I walk off because it's two brothers and things, so I don't want to deal with no set of confusion there. And then this morning, as I on my way from Aileen, get my bacon thing, early morning bake, I had to deal with this monkey again. Like, he come up to my car window, my window was down. And he's coming with the same shit about where me money. And I say, fuck you, boy. About money, fuck you, boy. And he's mumbling something. And I say, well, you know what, do something then. And we're thinking about it, is pretty stupid because my window's down. He's fairly tall, and he could have easily like reached in the car. And like I know some of these, like man of his caliber with Hassan in his back pocket. So it's a pretty silly thing to say, do something. But he flinched like he was gonna do something, but he didn't. And it's that moment there I realised he's a bulla. I call it. I say he's a fucking bulla boy. And I say, what else? I say he's a woman, but I gotta apologise to bulla and woman, because like you're not unlike he. You're way better than he. He's a dog. I gotta apologise to dog too. Cause yeah, and that's not like me. As I say, I found a KVTV, cussing up. This is like early morning. Lucky enough, like it was a bit too early for children going to school, but like it was near the school, but the high street full and thing, and I shouting out to her, man, bulla and woman and fucking this and that. Yeah, so, I mean, and before this thing happened this morning, like and this was like some of my women friends, they were saying, oh, when you go to the police and tell them about it and they can help you. I say, woman, what am I going to tell them? That you shout at me? Nah, I'm going to, but I think as it's been so continuous now, and honestly, like, and I reflected on this when I got home. That point there, when he was at the car and he was going to flinch or he could have reached in the car, part of me wanted him to do something, you know? Just like the time I thought we was going to fight. Like I was ready. Let's go. Let's rock this out and see what goes down, you know? But I think my best move now is to go to the police and explain to them exactly what has been happening. So just in case, you know? But just letting the people know, I don't owe this fool no money, just in case you hear him on his tripped out self saying I owe him money. I don't owe him a thing. All right? Blessings.